The split screen option has always been a great way to explore a digital world with your partner in couch co-op gaming, but what improved this even further was the innovation of the dynamic split screen. If done correctly, the screen will adjust to the action seamlessly without disrupting the gameplay. This is an underutilized feature that I just want to see more of, but here are 10 games that incorporate the dynamic split screen in various ways. The Toejam and Earl series, though fondly remembered by Sega Genesis players, has been largely forgotten by others, possibly due to Sega not owning the characters. However, a deal was struck between Sega and the creator of the series, Greg Johnson, resulting in the release of the first 2 games as Sega Vintage Collection, Toejam and Earl. In the original game, the alien protagonists must find 10 parts to repair their spaceship by exploring 25 strange levels. Each level consists of floating islands, and players can discover presents containing helpful or harmful items. The game features cooperative gameplay and a dynamic split screen, along with subtle touches that emphasize the friendship between the characters. Toejam and Earl remains an engaging and humorous experience that classic game enthusiasts should not overlook. This is the earliest example of a dynamic split screen that I am aware of. It's not as seamless as other games on this list. As you'll see, the game always pauses for a second before transitioning, but overall, it was still a really cool thing to see back in the 90s. Aegis Defenders is a highly enjoyable game that successfully combines the tower defense and platforming genres. The story follows 2 rune hunters, Clue and Bart, as they embark on an adventure to save the old gods from a menacing empire. The game offers engaging gameplay with a mix of platforming, combat, and puzzles, as well as strategic tower defense sections. The cooperation element and character abilities add depth to the gameplay. While single-player mode can feel a bit cumbersome with character swapping, playing with a friend is where the game truly shines. The beautiful pixel art, detailed environments, and captivating soundtrack create an immersive and visually stunning world. Aegis Defenders is a must-have title for co-op fans, offering lovable characters, intriguing lore, and a wealth of secrets to uncover. Whether playing alone or with a friend, this game is a real gem that should not be missed. This split screen is always changing between vertical, horizontal, and diagonal as players move around. This is done really well, and unless you're looking for the transition, you probably won't even notice the change when it goes to split screen. Degrees of Separation aims to deliver a co-op puzzle platformer experience with a charming bedtime story atmosphere. Players control Ember and Rhyme, characters from parallel worlds, who must navigate puzzles by using their opposing elemental influences. While designed as a co-op game, it is also playable solo, but neither mode fully realizes its potential. The art style and storytelling successfully create an enchanting ambience, but the puzzles are often too easy and the scarf collectibles feel unrewarding. The physics engine occasionally causes unpredictability, leading to repetitive solutions and unintended puzzle outcomes. Each world introduces new mechanics, but the lack of clear explanations and the absence of a difficulty curve hinder a sense of progression. The overall experience is marred by a lack of polish, including bugs and technical issues. Despite its unique concept, Degrees of Separation falls short compared to other quality 2D platformers. Unless its presentation resonates strongly with players seeking a cooperative experience, this one's not the best, but maybe you'll enjoy it. However, the dynamic split screen is done in an effective manner. It ends up being a crucial part of the gameplay, as one half will be fire and the other half ice. It's pretty unique. A Way Out is a game that focuses entirely on cooperative gameplay, requiring players to work together to progress. The game creates a shared narrative experience, where communication between players is essential. The story follows 2 prisoners, Leo and Vincent, as they plan to escape from prison and earn their freedom. The game's design decisions revolve around co-op, with every aspect of gameplay built for 2 players. The game offers a variety of gameplay elements, from narrative sequences to car chases, all of which contribute to a satisfying and engaging co-op experience. Although there are occasional challenges in coordinating strategies between players, the overall experience is highly immersive and enjoyable. The game's attention to detail is evident in its innovative cinematic and dynamic split-screen views. This one is a little different from others on the list, as the screen adjusts to the scripted action and gameplay rather than the player's movements, but this one is incredibly polished. It Takes Two took a similar approach. The Sega Dreamcast had a successful yet short existence. Within its brief 3-year lifespan, Dreamcast boasted captivating titles like Rez, The Typing of the Dead, Skies of Arcadia, and Jet Set Radio. One of its unique horror titles, Seven Mansions, Ghastly Smile, stands out as a bizarre version of the Resident Evil franchise. This Dreamcast survival horror game from Koei, released on January 20th in the year 2000, allows players to explore 7 mansions on New Russell Island in search of the missing Dr. Ernest. The game gained positive reception for its unconventional horror approach, and recently, an English fan translation has made it accessible to a wider audience, rekindling interest in this distinctive horror experience. Unfortunately for this one, the dynamic split screen isn't great. When you're together, it's shown in a third-person view, but when you separate, you both go to first person. This ends up being really disorienting. However, there is an option to just keep it in a fixed first-person view, and that's what I would recommend. Indie games have witnessed remarkable growth over the past decade due to their willingness to take creative risks and experiment with game design. Uniworld's game studios attempted to blend action platforming with a non-linear storyline and co-op gameplay in Tristoy, showcasing innovative ideas. Despite technical issues and execution problems, the game's moments of brilliance leave room for hope, especially for an improved sequel. The game's unique approach of combining co-op gameplay with Metroidvania-style elements and innovative storytelling methods adds an intriguing dynamic, although marred by issues like lag, poor hit detection, and unresponsive controls. While Tristoy falls short in its current form, it lays the groundwork for potentially groundbreaking future titles. Another dynamic split screen done well. It's particularly useful in a Metroidvania type game, so you could split up and explore. Developer Paladin and publisher Nintendo have turned mundane tasks into a riotous affair with Good Job. In this game, you step into the shoes of a corporate CEO's offspring, tackling various office-related challenges on different floors. From replacing projectors to watering plants, your approach is entirely open-ended, and wreaking havoc is surprisingly part of the fun. Each level's completion time and damage caused contribute to your grade. The game's co-op option adds more chaos or cooperation, and while minor glitches exist, Good Job stands out as a hilariously imaginative game that elevates ordinary tasks into unpredictable mayhem. The dynamic split screen in this is absolutely excellent. The transition is seamless and it just never disrupts the flow. It's definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Pikuniku offers a quirky and delightful gaming experience. With its whimsical art resembling a child's cut-and-paste creation, the game revolves around simple yet silly scenarios. While seemingly designed for kids, the gameplay is far from juvenile. It cleverly tackles battling corporate takeover through humorous writing that resonates with older players. You control Piku, a charming red creature navigating a 2D world to solve problems, often involving hilarious interaction. The game's co-op mode enhances the fun, though it lacks exclusive levels. Its easy controls and entertaining mechanics make it accessible to players of all levels, while the ability to kick objects and engage with characters in peculiar ways adds a layer of joy. Despite its minor technical hitches, Pikuniku is a genuinely amusing and captivating adventure that leaves you wanting more. The dynamic split screen moves with the players and allows for easy movement no matter where you are on the screen. This is an excellent use of this feature, even though this game probably could have gotten away with a shared screen experience. Pizza Possum is an upcoming game from Raw Fury and developer Cozy Computer. It offers a quirky co-op experience akin to Untitled Goose Game, where players control a mischievous marsupial on a food-stealing spree. The game involves navigating various areas to collect an array of food items, including cheese, fruit, ice cream, and pizza, while avoiding guard dogs. Players can utilize tools like smoke bombs and punching gloves to distract the dogs, but should also be cautious of overeating. The game's chaotic charm is enhanced by the ability to scream when pursued and giggle when successful, and it even supports local co-op gameplay. Although a release date is pending. This is a game that probably would also work just fine as a single screen experience, but having the option to split up is great. The transition into split screen looks totally seamless. Divinity: Original Sin is a highly rewarding RPG that stands out by encouraging experimentation and offering complex interactions within its world. The game's mechanics and combat system, heavily reliant on elemental combinations, demand strategic thinking and provide ample opportunities for crowd control and tactical advantage. While embracing classic RPG elements, the game still manages to feel fresh and engaging with its humorous quests, moral choices, and subtle pop culture references. The combat challenges and rich storytelling extend over approximately 60 hours of gameplay. While it may lack hand-holding and suffer from some questing confusion, the game's depth and personality combined with its modding capabilities position it as a standout RPG experience. And it's truly one of the best co-op RPGs of all time. This is another dynamic split screen with a near perfect execution. More RPGs need to incorporate this, as it works really well. What other games have a great dynamic split screen? If you like this video and want more couch co-op content, be sure to subscribe and check out this video about co-op games on a budget. Thank you for watching.